You get me also, so yeah, we're so bonfire past societal standards and expectations.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to let that affect me, but I would say since probably my mid-20s, I don't rely on what I learned from society. Their expectation of me anymore is just my expectation of Alicia. So
How long ago was that, Miss Alicia? Sure. I'm sorry.
should I throw a stone? Andre, go away. But yeah, I am a lot more. I don't too care. I do care to somewhat, but not to the full extent as I used to in the past. Yes.
But Kayla, you ever encounter a point where you're involved with somebody with a dating or relationship where them ask you about your body count?
Yeah.
How was that conversation like?
Like
I'm an idiot.
some like the person didn't really care. But the person was a bit jealous, so so it kinda affect it in a little way.
Little way as in what way in particular?
Like in the relationship, like
never trust
the
you?
person, yeah, kinda.
Okay, so you basically have a certain level of trust, but have a little eye out to say, alright then, if our body count X, liable for if you go out with beer things and she probably promiscuous or something.
It wasn't really based on that. It was based upon like an encounter that I had. So that's why the person didn't trust me. But I mean, yeah, I never really had a problem with body count personally. I think it's just with my personality.
What kind of personality?
I think I was too nice. So people to male, whenever set boundaries.
Okay.
Whenever strongly set boundaries.
So that basically send off like a mixed signal.
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia, what about you?
I've never had somebody who asked me that question.
And you've never asked anybody about it?
No, I've never cared to. That's what I'm saying. I tend to study people. I pay a lot of attention to people, to be honest, when I'm getting to know them. So eventually because I am a digger, I always get people to a place where they feel so comfortable with me. They'll just openly share stuff with me without me even asking. So I'm really good at that.
Okay.
You say something powerful, my friend.
You're such an energy that pulls that inner self. So Andre, what about you?
Have you ever... I'm a digger. I'm a digger. Stop digging. I'm a shovel mashed up.
Andre, what about you? Have ever asked any female about? Or female asking about your body
honestly, count? So I was once immature and stupid, and I asked questions like that in the past. And then at the end of the day, what it have to do with me is what you're doing now. Once upon a time, like I literally used to take pen and paper and try to write down names that I can't remember that I've been with because I was young and immature and for fool. You see what I say? So I'm at a point now where I understand that people do change, and if you look at yourself and you look at yourself 10 years ago or 20 years ago to you now, you must can understand and appreciate the facts that people can change. So you was probably a whore back in the days, male or female. You was probably a whore back in the days, and they decide, say, guess what? I want to find one person, I want to do things differently. So I'm at a point right now whereas your body count, me not need to know that is what you're doing now. You know what I said? That's what's important. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So basically, we don't need to place so much great importance on knowing a person's body count. We just need to know that same body count doesn't affect them mentally, with you presently. That's just basically it.
Yeah, as long as it is not affecting the present situation, then everybody should be all right.
Yeah, because you do have persons who talk about the same body count topic, and they're like, well, as a female, if you have over this amount, it's like your body lose value and the body not going to want you. But at the end of the day, who's going to know unless you share it with them? And at the end of the day, too, is how you approach certain situation. Because, I mean, you do have females that have very high body count, or them can't even tell the exact number. But then again, them can be a very good partner, a lifelong partner. Again, who would
That's
have
true
known if
because
you ask?
yeah, but with that, a lot of people go through a situation, as I said, when you don't know certain things and you haven't had any guidance throughout life, and you had to just learn things when it happened,
Mm-hmm.
that can make it a situation where, you know, okay, you wanted stability with this person, but they misled you into believe that's what they want. And, you know, you end up, that didn't work. So you're still always looking for that. And as I said, because you don't know how to do things correctly, because nobody's there to sort of help you,
Right.
there's no guidance, you know, you just have to learn from your own mistake. But some people just, I don't know, they probably just
Keep on trying.
hurt. Yeah,
Them
they
keep
keep
on
on
trying.
trying
It's like you
hurt.
play a game and
Yeah,
you
but
just
they
keep
keep,
on a try till, you know, you
yeah.
bingo or something.
But also with that trying thing is that they're trying while still hurt.
Yeah.
They haven't taken any time to heal. So when you're not healing, you're putting yourself out there broken. You're putting yourself out there to be hurt again.
Right.
Because men are going to pick up on the vulnerability.
Right.
They're not
Yep.
stupid.
That's
They
true.
prey on it.
But them
You know?
can see
And
it.
once they see, yeah, and once they pick that up, bingo for them.
Yeah. Because if
So
if
if
you talk to
you
a
take
guy
the time out,
and you
yeah,
tell a
go on.
guy, boy, you know, I go through this in my past and you know, I don't know why we can't find a guy for do this, and then the guy just sit down and say, yeah man, this is the right one. She never get out before me. I go, oh God, nobody heard about foot, and then eventually you fall in love because nobody ever done for her.
Interjection. Don't say guy. Yeah, woman
Guys.
that's manipulative also.
I
I want
hold
to
on,
tell
hold
him
on.
things I'm
We're
going to turn
focusing on
and
the.
use against you.
That is
It's not
true.
both ways,
Alright.
Andre.
That
We're
is
not
true.
saying
I
it
was
is
getting
one
at that,
way.
but what I
And
was
guys
speaking on is the
here,
female.
me pick up for the man them. Hey, what I'm doing, man? I'm gonna cross angry and miserable.
That is true. That is
Please
true.
don't.
You do have some females that want if you share certain things with them and connect with them on an emotional level, and then them not have a good intention, and then them end up use that against you. Say, oh, your man, that's why your body broke them days and him something, and your ball and him something there, because they're trying to project some sort of weakness upon that man. Say, okay, you do that to me, so you're going to use that on you. So it's like them use that as a lucky card. Sorry,
Yeah.
then him do that to me. I pull out the lucky card upon him. 'Cause it must touch him, because some of me know say I'm emotionally connected to. But yeah, it work both ways. But I think men do it more. I think them do it more because women become so much in this toxic type of mindset. Say, fine, men will just do them something.
Women,
No.
as I said, hurt women are always searching. A lot of them, as I said, if they've never learned how to heal on their own, they tend to try to heal through people, and they don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So when they bring that brokenness in the relationship, men will take advantage of it because they'll feel like, okay, I'm the best thing ever happened to you because I'm going to do something different that person didn't do. But they're doing it in a manipulative way, which is exactly the same hurt, it's just in a different way.
Mm-hmm. And then become a pastor on donkey, basically. And to the
Yeah.
next, it's unfortunate, but I always tell females it's best you try to sit down and heal. Try to find out why you can't attract the type of men that you want to attract. Sometimes, really and truly, something have to do with we. You know, probably we
Yes.
have some unresolved things, and then we attract a particular type of man. So if you just sit down and look and say, you know, I'm going to try to correct this about myself, and then maybe, just maybe, I find the man that I actually want to spend the rest of my life with, or I can date and get to know, or something. But really and truly, it really started with, because men really and truly read way up. Alright, the woman here just one we can just play around with. Alright, the one we can say, yeah, wife material this, or the one here, man, we can have her as a side chick. Them
And
study
the
way.
next thing that we female tend to allow things to happen and continue to happen to us. Because when we see the first sign of toxicity, a lot of us, even though we've been hurt by it, we go, oh, just maybe.
Yeah, I think we're getting that delusional type of zone that we don't
Yes,
really want to see the
yes.
red flag. We kind of want to change it to like a yellow color, like, or
Yes.
probably turn it orange or something.
And we're
Because we don't
and
really
painting
want
a
to
different
leave.
picture in your head. Painting a different
What
picture
if?
in your head and
Yeah.
believing it. And then you project that on the male and expect him to behave like what you project in your head.
Right. That's
It's like,
true.
yes.
Just for the leave. I say, no, yeah, bad, but what if? We have to be
Yes,
hopeful.
why the butt? The bad is just enough. This goes down to boundaries as well.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's true. That's true. That is true. But I think really and truly, people just need to be more open in terms of them intentions and not
Yeah.
necessarily to emphasize too much on body count, because you can actually turn off a person by either discussing the whole body count situation, if asking them, or even say, okay, well, because you have this amount of body count, I'm not interested in it. And really and truly, as Andrea does say, people change. So the person could have all 100 people them sleep with, and you could get a changed person. Who knows? Everybody get a different side to everybody. You don't get the same side.
That is very much true.
So you could have said, boy, I know that body are drunk or this and that. And when me meet him, she's a sweetheart. So if I wonder if the same person we talk about.
But you know what? As well, a lot of time men have women as placeholder in the sense that they're only with that person until they find who they want. So they can stay in a relationship for how many months or years.
Yep.
And they don't necessarily want that person for a lifetime, but they're with the person because they get the free benefit of having the person until they find who they really want. They will get up and go, and they will start making moves and doing things for the other person that they would have never done for the person they spent 20 years with, or how many months.
And that goes back to
Okay,
allowing.
let me interject again. You know how much stories we hear about taxi man and take care of girl and send them to go school and everything, and when them graduate, them this a taxi man fair man up on them level, quote unquote. Right? So it's just a people thing, babe. So I'm just saying that to say this. It's just a people thing. So men do it, women do it. Like you guys can more or less relate more to it happening to women because you're a woman. It's a mess, but it happens both ways.
It's not that. It's that it happens more to female.
No, you
because
can't say that,
we tend to
babe.
make decision a lot of time regarding from a place of emotion and not from logic. A lot of females are coming from a place of brokenness, and men can deal with their brokenness a lot different. Where female, we don't pick that up. Do you know?
That's the thing too. You see, for us females, we'll base it off of the feelings, the experiences, and as you mentioned, I emphasize the brokenness. For the man, the money else at the thinking aspect, the thinking. Well, you know, when we think, or my opinion,
Men
because
have
when we think.
feelings too. No, we can't say that.
I want to think.
Men don't have feelings. I'm saying that
men go through mental struggles too. We just try and hide it more because societal standards. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Andre, I just said, right, women, because we deal with things, a lot of us, when we don't know better, right? We tend to do things from an emotional aspect instead of logical. When men can disguise it and just get on with it, we can't a lot of the time because there's so much brokenness we're carrying that has never been dealt with. We don't even spend time to dissect our thoughts and what we're thinking of, figure out why are we feeling and thinking like this? Why are we behaving like this?
So let me ask you this. Do you think it's more detrimental when it's hidden or when it's shown?
It is more so when it's shown.
Okay. I think when it's hidden, it's more so detrimental.
Because it leaves you become a prey. When you just put yourself out there like, oh, I'm just a damsel in distress, save me. Men don't show that even if they're going through that mentally, Andre. They tend to suppress it until they feel comfortable with the female. They will show that, but a woman off their back will do that the first time meeting a person, because sometimes they're holding in so much pain and they just want somebody, especially a male, because they want that love and affection. They just feel like, okay, if I just put it out there, the person's going to understand and they're just going to come and help me to heal and be that.
I yearn for love and affection. I want somebody to help me to heal. So me not go hold it. You know what I'm saying? So me let it out.
Let it out.
You're not listening, Andre.
To find it.
Code. She got the code.
I know that's what my father always said to me, women don't study man, but man always study woman. That's why man have our ticket. That's what I'm always saying.
Well, thank God I learned in my 20s, and I spent a lot of time doing that. So nobody can bullshit Alicia. They can try, but it would never work.
Never say never.
I'm just always 100 steps away.
Never say never. Never you say
never. As soon as it starts, I'm like, here comes my
Never say never.
Listen, anything happened because I want it to, not because I'm vulnerable. No, because you see, when I'm in that state, I take myself away and try to go on a hill. Anything want to happen because I want it to, not because I'm vulnerable. The person taking advantage. No.
I just seriously think that this generation.
But I'm not saying that never happened to me before. When I was much younger, yes, it has.
The generation no love. Body just Because I go through. Because I experience and I go through.
I think everything this generation is them just feel like everything's a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything it's like they put a love at a bet. So the highest bidder
It's a
and then win your
trend.
heart.
It's a trend to do certain things now.
Yeah. It's like the highest bidder. Get your heart. Yeah, man. Because the thing is now it become a cycle. So this person broken, this person damaged, then they move on to a next person, them try to damage them. So it's like a recruitment.
And
So
you
it's
know
just
the
a whole
funny thing
bungle of
about
damaged
it?
people.
They tend to think that, okay, me and this person separate today. I'm going to go do this to try and hurt that person. How do you hurt a person when you're hurting yourself?
They might recruit somebody. Somebody have to join
But
the
this
club
is
with
what I'm
them.
saying. They don't spend the time to identify the pain that they're going through and to attend to it.
None of
Their
business.
mindset, are, well, this generation, what I've noticed with them, they go, oh, let me go do this. And then they want to post it
Mm.
in order to hurt the other person. And I'm like, you're hurting yourself further because you haven't healed. And when this person you're with see this behavior, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to send you to the next.
Them suppress.
Anthony.
Them suppress. There's a whole heap of suppressing of feelings, masking,
It's
every
true.
a whole heap of them something that go on. Trust me, a whole heap. Right now,
And
it's
once
like if
they
somebody
click the
tell you say they
picture,
love you, you're not even sure. Because you don't know if them are trying to pull a leg. You don't know if it a go have some expiration date. So alright, they tell you say they love you today. And you know, you have to watch and say, alright then, counting down 1, 2, 3, and then feelings start change. And it's like it's not even marriage. And it's a relationship
do you
or
know what?
dating, and it's like you go through a honeymoon phase, and by the time a couple of months or probably a couple of weeks run off, it's a different person you get.
Yeah,
So it's like everybody go
that's
through a
true.
honeymoon phase. And even married people don't go through a honeymoon phase. Just a
I don't
regular
think
dating or
You know,
relationship.
for me, to be honest, like for me, I don't care about if somebody say to me they love me 1,000 times. I'm like, okay, but for me, I don't take it as okay. That's worked. I just watch your consistent actions,
Yeah. You have to
and
watch
I
your
like it.
behavior.
Then it's time for me to go. I always say this. I always say this to men, and they probably think I'm cold, but I'm not. Is that I really don't care for your words. So it doesn't matter if you're telling me how you miss me and all of that. Yes, I'm listening to you, but the only thing I'm focusing on is your action, your consistency with your actions. And once that change, guess who's not there anymore? Hello.
Not even hello. A dial tone.
Because I'm watching your consistency and I'm giving you, and once I see that the scale is not balanced anymore, I'm not rowing that boat on my own. I'm sorry.
Yep.
If your arms are tied, mine is too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The energy have to equal. Nothing can imbalance.
Yeah, I'm pouring into you. You have to be pouring into me. I'm sorry. It's not going to be one-way
I
street.
mean, I really like the fact that them do like a competition where, okay, you have to show this amount, and me have to show this amount, and then that's how it
It's-
will work.
no.
Like, what? If you're going to show your feelings, just show your feelings. If you're
mean,
not going to do it, just not going to do it.
Yeah, if we both love each other, we want to be with each other. Like, there's no competition. We just both just loving, and we're doing us.
Yeah.
Why are you watching me? This is how much I'm doing. No, it's like both of us rowing the boat. If you're tired, we both tired because we've both been rowing at the same time, so we both can take a break together.
Right, yeah. Too much competition, man. Too much. I think that's why it's so exhausting. When you're with somebody, you feel so exhausted. You come back and just come off a farm work. You feel like you just pro with a land, dig a yam, plant. You're tired. You sweat. You have asthma, ass or something, and you not even realize how much your image changes. If you're with somebody and you start to
It
drain a
does.
certain way, you stop even looking at the mirror. So if you look in the mirror, you're stuck with that image of you before. But when you actually look by yourself, you realize you change. You there lose weight, your face draw down, and then you have a bag, ass or something start reaching. Until somebody say, boy, you don't realize you look different. And that's when it start click to you.
Yeah.
It's a serious thing, man. It's a serious. That's why I don't think people should put so much emphasis on body count. You put emphasis on how a person is going to deal with you, how they're going to treat you, how faithful they're going to be to you.
We need to be on the same page at all times. And if we're stuck, we need to find a way to figure it out together.
Yeah.
Right? And if then you're writing a book on your own and I'm writing a book over here. It doesn't work like that because if you're doing that, I don't know what you're doing, what your plans are.
No, that means you're not ready.
You're
not ready. You're not ready. If you're going
yeah, but a lot of relationship is like that at the minute. A lot of people going through that.
Yeah,
the woman's making other plan behind their partner's back because if they're not okay with something, they're not being vocal about it, and they rather go talk to a friend about it instead of address the person that they have the issue with.
True.
Now, if it's a situation where you've addressed the issue so many times and both of you can't meet in the middle, then get an outsider who knows both of you really well, or is a good support system who's not going to be taking side,
Yeah.
right? They said, okay, then I've heard her part, I've heard his part, and this is my conclusion to what you guys are struggling with. You know? But I think the first option is both of you go take it to God together, right? And work on it. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to address it there and then because I don't want to build up. Do you know?
And
I shouldn't be going to bed you shouldn't be going to bed with your partner and you both to hate each other. I always say to my ex-partner, right? Listen, if we have an issue, we don't ever go to bed upset with each other. We're gonna work it out before we go to bed. That is my rule in my relationship. We're not going to bed angry with each other. We have an issue, we're gonna sort it out, and we're gonna love on each other and go to bed.
Yeah, I think that's why they
We're
place so
gonna
much
start
emphasis
afresh.
on communication.
Yeah.
You have to learn to communicate properly. No matter if your personality stay that way there, my personality stay that way there, there's some sort of compromising, some sort of level of understanding, because if that is not there, it's not going to work. And I think people mistake that, okay, I'm supposed to find somebody that is equally like I am, but that's not how it works. You're actually opposite. And that's how you make it work.
You have to be willing to learn and understand your person. Study them like a book and pass them like an exam. That's how things work.
It might
That's
sound
how
exhausting
you're meant
still,
to
but you have
manage
to
a
do it.
relationship.
Yeah, it might sound exhausting, but you really and truly have to do it. It's worth it. I mean, it's just for a little time, depending on how you do it.
If you guys really love each other and want to be with each other, trust me, it's worth it. Both of you just study each other, pass each other like an exam.
Yep, that is true.
I think I need to work on that, like communication. Like when me Vic, I just want to be by myself, no one talk about nothing. Probably like later on, I will talk about it, but I don't want to talk about the situation at the same time.
And that's okay.
So,
That's okay. Once you're willing to talk about it, they're not good. But if you just shut down and totally ignore it and don't want to talk about it at all, then that's where the problem lies. But you don't necessarily have to talk about it same time, because sometimes within the moment and it might not permit it. You probably heated, me heated, I could have said the wrong things them. So it's best when we settle, calm, and we say, all right then, boy, earlier I know so me probably flip up on him something there. So the thing them something you have to deal with it on a more calmer mental space.
Yeah. From a place of love.
Yeah.
Because when you're angry, you can say some very mean things.
Yeah. And then people might say, oh yeah, so you want to say from a long time. But I'm not really so.
Yeah.
You say some things are really and truly just frustration. And you might just choose some words because you know say it might frustrate the next person and you want to feel exactly like how you feel. I just feel like it's a human thing. I would just have to work on that. But I just said, yeah, man, I feel exactly how I feel, so I can say this. But yeah, it rough. It rough because nobody not really on the time right now. Them gonna tell it straight up. I'm not time for your work for nothing. If the person give me a vibes, I'm gone to the person, got them give me a vibe. Not time for your tip-top tour. You're supposed to know what to do. And that them gonna tell you. Nobody not the time again. Nobody got no time.
Sometimes the way people deal with situation is because sometimes it can come from an innocent place where they genuinely don't know what to do.
Right. True.
They don't know how to address it because they've never had anyone to help them or to correct them, and they just go, okay, then all right, this is just what it is, and they just shut down and just stop responding, which is the worst thing you can do.
Okay, so I can answer one by one, right? So you're with a guy or a girl, depending on your preference, right? So you're with your partner, and and a conversation starts, and your partner tells us them about this is their body count. What is an extreme amount of partners that you would consider? What's too much? What's too much? Or what would you consider too much? Because we're all judgmental beings at the end of the day, but what's most important is to try to understand where the other person come from. However, what would you say is too much if you were to find out what your partner's body count is?
Let me tell you now. You see, too much for me is if you can't even keep track. Me say, something right.
But
Something
enough man,
right.
how man can't keep track of the bills.
Oh my
Me I
god.
tell you,
Yeah.
enough man, how
Yeah,
man
me
can't
me
keep
tell
track.
you, say, suppose you have AIDS now. You don't know who give you that. You don't know.
But see, the crazy part about that, you can have sex one time and catch AIDS, and I can have sex 1,000 times and don't catch AIDS. You know what I say? So you can't really use that to gauge it. You get me?
Yeah, that is
Because
true,
a,
but
a
normally,
promiscuous person can be very careful. All right, prostitutes. Ironically enough, so prostitutes are some of the cleanest women there are when it comes to STDs and stuff. Reason being, are them job. So I gotta protect themselves. And for them body count them up. You see what I'm saying? But no, a next girl now, she might have just lose her virginity and go have sex with a man who have AIDS. Or a guy probably just lose female virginity and go have sex with somebody who have AIDS or some kind of STI. So it just varies on the situation.
Yeah, me glad I bring up that
yeah,
still. Me glad I bring up that because not that the body count is so important, but it's how much you have protected yourself throughout those encounters. Because you can have a whole heap of body count, but you protect yourself. So me know say already you're liable for have no STD or no HIV or this or that. But if your willy is just out there in the cool breeze, I got a problem. I got a problem because I don't want to feel that freeze. I got a problem. I got a problem with the willies out there. Beer, beer, beer. Me have a problem. But really and truly, the count doesn't really matter for me. I mean, once it is in a pass and them count then really resurface, me good to go. But if them are gonna resurface, the issue I got there. But that's why I leave you alone. Might as well leave you alone.
Yeah, if that is your present lifestyle and
Yeah,
mindset,
me have leave you
I don't want
alone.
nothing to do
Me
with
not gonna
you.
try to
I don't
compete. I me
care.
not want to add to the list
Yeah.
either. No, me not interested. Me not gonna add to the list. No matter how much you want tell me say yeah, you really come like sugar stick. Me no business. Me not care. Other sugar stick out there. May I leave it alone. But yeah.
I first my ear will get compared to sugar stick. That's a first.
The Willie is swinging,
Oh my
swinging out there.
god.
Sugar stick Willie. What's
What, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm bothered by the amount. I just want to know that you protected yourself throughout. And those numbers don't resurface. The past supposed to be the past, and not the past coming up as the present. Do you think openness about one's romantic history is essential in a relationship?
hmm. I mean, you don't have to tell the person like where you used to get. You can probably say, well, I like this and I like that. Um, I think it's important in a sense, but just don't use like, don't tell them what your past partner used to do.
Yeah. For me, I'm very blunt. I tell people what I want,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's just not your thing, I will not force you or whatever. But I'm just letting you know because that's what I want, and I always just want what I want. I don't like to settle for what I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for me. I think it's better for you to let the person know than you get deep down, and the person might not be on, want to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and then it becomes a problem. So I let people know from the jump. Once we're very close, though, we
Mm-hmm.
have to be very close. You have them, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Well, me usually
because
think
I don't see the point in sitting in it, and then you can't get that sort of pleasure that you enjoy.
That's true. I usually think that being transparent about the past relationship helps the present, but in a workout, trust me, in a workout that with it at all, because it's like you're basically sitting down and tell them, say, hey, do everything in the book I'm just tell about it right now, but do it double up on me.
Mm.
Yeah, man, just double it up on me. So my
You give them ideas sometimes.
yeah, man, you're basically giving them like a guide. You give them the outline and you give them a guide. This I'm to her, I also just rope her in and then we get her comfortable and have her lock. I start double it up on her.
That man like no. Why them have to do that? Why you can't
I
just
think
do
it's
like
based off ego. I think it's an ego driven type of thing. Because remember, them are gonna do everything that you didn't experience before. And when them realize that you're locked in, then them say, alright then, a time for just let down my guard and a time for spread my wings like a drunk crow. But now I say but now I say all men are like that. I'm not saying all men are like that, but really and truly, society the numbers them a build up a bit too much. And I think it's coming again from a place where them themselves experience something. So them start channel themselves now within that same circle, that same cycle. The hurt cycle, the damage cycle, the toxic cycle. And it's been now celebrated. So nobody now celebrate no healing. They must celebrate the whole toxic side of things. Yeah, me toxic so what? Me delusion so what? Me war a person because of a person, so what?
You're valuing something up here that is a used vehicle with a lot of miles.
Okay.
Just because you hand washed it. You were 20-year-old hot. You had 20-year-old wound. You had 20-year-old body count. You had 20-year-old trauma. You had 20-year-old experience. That's what we value. That's all it comes down to for us.
But don't you feel like with those experiences, a person can add value to
No.
their lifetime?
Men value your youth, your fertility, your purity, femininity, submission, ability to cooperate, and fitness. And all of that is at your highest in your youth. The older you get, the older you get. No product gets more expensive with time and use. Have you ever been to the pawn shop?
Yes.
All right. You ever take something you really value to the pawn shop? And did they hurt your feelings when they told you how much it was worth?
Yes. I was like, what? Yes.
That's you. We the pawn shop.